Life on Earth is a mystery that we are still uncovering. While there is much we don't know, modern discoveries like that of naturally mummified bodies provide windows for us to learn more. Natural mummies are formed spontaneously as a result of environmental conditions like extreme heat and cold, or natural properties like acid and salt. These kinds of mummies have been discovered all over the world, with some of the most important findings being made in Iran. To learn more about human history by means of mummies, I started at the source where these discoveries were made, at the salt mines in the province of Zanjan in northwestern Iran.
Right behind me are the salt mines of Chehrabad, located about 75 kilometers from the city of Zanjan. Some of the world's most important archaeological finds were discovered right here due to the miracle properties of salt. Let's go inside so that you can witness it for yourself.
These salt crystals and rocks have especially high preservative qualities and act as a natural preservative. This is why we have what are called the salt men of Zanjan.
مردان نمکی در واقع کارگرهای دوره هخامنشی و دوره ساسانی در معدن چهرآباد بودند که به دلیل ریزش معدن و کشته شدن لابلای صخره‌های نمک مدفون شدند و به صورت طبیعی مومیایی شدند.
The 6 men discovered at Chehrabad date back to 2 periods in history. The Achaemenid period, which is 23 to 2500 years ago, and the Sassanid period, which is 15 to 1700 years ago. The men are numbered 1 through 6 in order of when they were discovered.
I'm standing in the very mine where 6 corpses have been discovered. Research indicates that the bodies belong to mine workers who died during the collapse of the walls. It's interesting and sad to think that an incident so tragic at the time has become a wealth of knowledge and history for us today.
Though excavation at the mines revealed 2 separate collapses dating back to 2 different periods, it's possible that there are mummies from other time periods that have not yet been discovered. Excavation efforts continue today in collaboration between Iranian archaeologists and international researchers from Germany, England, and Switzerland.
کاوش‌های نجات بخشی توی 2 تا فصل انجام گرفت، یعنی سال 1383 و 1384. نتایج کاوش بسیار بسیار جالب توجه بود، به خاطر اینکه ما تونستیم یک بخشایی از معدن تاریخی نمک رو بیرون بیاریم، آشکار کنیم، از زیر خاک بیرون بیاریم و تونل‌های قدیمی که اینجا نمک استخراج می‌کردن همه اینها از زیر خاک بیرون اومدن و ضمن اینکه توی این کاوش‌ها ما موفق شدیم که یافته‌های خیلی جالب توجهی رو داشته باشیم.
The discoveries from the Chehrabad salt mine are held for the public to see both in the National Museum of Iran in Tehran and the Zolfaghari House, which is now the Archaeological Museum in Zanjan. You can almost imagine the pain these workers experience being crushed alive in these salt mines, and you can see it here in their body positioning. With saltman number 5, you can even see his tongue stuck between his teeth. With some of the others, you can even see their grasped hands. Interestingly, though, their nails are completely intact.
This is Saltman number 4. His body dates back nearly 2,400 years. He was 16 at the time of his death, and his body was discovered under a massive salt rock. He is the only one of the saltmen whose body is completely intact, including his fingernails. He even has his entire clothing on his body with leather booties, a knife attached at the hip, a fur cloak, and a silver earring.
The items and tools found next to the saltmen appear to have been used for mining and are of such high quality and craftsmanship that they are similar to modern tools used today. Though ceramic and iron findings are not so rare in typical archaeological findings, wood, fabric, and clothing, like shoes, are extremely rare given that they disintegrate rather quickly. Here, the salt in the mines preserved the wooden tools and fabrics, keeping them intact for thousands of years, allowing us to learn more about ancient technologies, abilities, and behavior.
کسانی که محققانی که روی بافته‌ها دارن کار میکنن گفتن که این نمونه بافت در هیچ کجای دنیا نبوده و یا تا به حال کشف نشده. به خاطر همین دولا بافت بودنش، ریز بافتیش و استفاده از رنگ‌های گیاهیش و بیشتر به خاطر اون قدمتی که خود پارچه داره. یعنی 2500 سال پیش به این تکنولوژی رسیدن که بتونن نساجی رو به این مسیر بکشن که پارچه رو به صورت دولا ببافن.
These fabrics that belong to the Achaemenid and Sassanid period are solid and patterned respectively. Research on the saltmen discoveries did not stop here. Extensive academic research in several different subcategories of the field have been carried out on the Zanjan findings. So I went to the place where this was happening, at the Faculty of Health at the University of Public Health in Tehran.
Paleoparasitology, if you can say it, is the study of parasites from the past and their interaction with hosts like you and me, vectors like mosquitoes, and the environment. Here, doctorate students work together as a team to determine the parasitic infections that existed in humans and animals in ancient Iranian territory. The oldest parasite studied in this laboratory dates back 11,000 years to the Neolithic era. Can you imagine? The Zanjan discoveries are studied here as the only lab in Iran in collaboration with European universities and research centers.
The research done at the University Research Center is not only on the salt men alone, but anything discovered at the salt mines, including tools, fabrics, and any human and animal remains.
برخلاف بعضی از یا اکثر نمونه‌هایی که ما در سایت‌های باستان شناسی به دست میاریم در اکتشافات، نمونه‌های انگلی که از مدفوع فسیلی معدن نمک چهرآباد به دست آمده به دلیل شرایطی که در نمک قرار داشتن و در واقع پرزرویشن خیلی خوب صورت گرفته، بسیار ساختمان اینتکت دست نخورده و قابل مقایسه‌ای رو با نمونه‌های تازه حتی دارن.
What was fascinating to me about the research being done at this university was that so much could be revealed from a single parasite. With the ancient miners, for example, researchers here have discovered not only what their diets were made up of, but how their meals were prepared, whether their meat was boiled or grilled, as well as any illnesses they may have battled, the geography and climate of the region, and even their religious and cultural beliefs.
این تخم انگلی که الان شما اینجا می‌بینید به اصطلاح یک کرم ساکن روده کوچک گوشتخواران و همه چیز خواران هست، ولی این انگل قابلیت انتقال به انسان داره و جزو انگل‌های مشترک بین انسان و حیوان. البته میشه حدس زد که افرادی که در معدن نمک در اون زمان کار میکردن در معرض خطر ابتلا به این عوامل انگلی از جمله این کرم به خصوص هم بودن.
On my last stop, I went to the National Museum of Iran in Tehran to see the remains of the first salt man discovered. On display are his head, his left foot in a woolen half trouser, some tools, and even a small walnut. It is said that to understand where we are going, we have to know where we've been. These natural mummy discoveries in Iran have been tremendously helpful in revealing where we have been. Now, where we are going is up to us. This is Gilda Gazor showing you the real